Hello all, welcome back to the BioRocks channel. Today I'm introducing you with a muscle fiber structure. That is, we are learning structure of muscle fiber. Okay, so if you're going to look at a muscle fiber, it is actually multinucleated. Before I enter into a muscle fiber, let me first tell you where are these muscle fibers from, right? If we were looking at a skeletal muscle, we saw that the skeletal muscle has bundles of muscle fibers. Bundles of muscle fibers. And these bundles of muscle fibers are called as what? So these are togetherly placed inside a structure called as what? This was being called as fascicles, right? So inside the fascicles, we had these bundles of muscle fibers. So if you look at one muscle fiber, if you're going to pull one muscle fiber like this, what did we see here? This muscle fiber was having some other structures in the cytoplasm, which were being called as myofibrils. So today we are going to learn these muscle fibers which are present in the fascicles of a skeletal muscle. Okay, children. So what I'll do is, let me give you the first cell. How is it going to be? So if you're going to look at the cell of this particular muscle fiber, this is going to have its plasma membrane thrown into inward folds. Okay, this is the plasma membrane of your muscle fiber. And the muscle fiber plasma membrane is called as sarcolemma. Sarcolemma. The sarcolemma is folded in inwards, right? This is an inward fold of sarcolemma, right? So this is going to form a unique structure, and we call this unique structure as, what do we call it as? I like towards one side. This is called as the T tubule, a transverse tubule. Okay. The next thing that we can see is on either side of these uh, T tubules, we are going to have the endoplasmic reticulum of these cells, and these endoplasmic reticulum here is being called as, in usual normal cells we call them as endoplasmic reticulum, but here in a muscle fiber we call this as here sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, children. This sarcoplasmic reticulum, as I told you, is going to be the factory of calcium ions, right? This we have seen in that structure of skeletal muscle video. Now, children, secondly, the cytoplasm here in a muscle fiber. This is the muscle fiber. It's another T tubule. So the cytoplasm of your muscle fiber cell. So this is what? This is a muscle fiber cell. So cytoplasm will be called as what? As sarcoplasm. Okay. Actually, a muscle fiber is fusion of many muscle cells. Many muscle cells. So now what happens? There will be multiple nuclei, right? Because they are the fusion. So there will be many number of nuclei. So this will be called as, this situation is called as multinucleated, right? Multinucleated. They even have, it is a combination of multiple cells. So they do even have the mitochondria. So they even have the mitochondria, and these are also many of the mitochondria. You can see the many of these mitochondria inside here also. So this is here. mitochondria. Okay, children? So, since the muscle fiber is formed by the fusion of many cells, it is becoming multinucleated, right? And next thing is they have large number of mitochondria also. What do they help in? These are helping in the ATP, which is required for what? Required for the muscle contraction. Required for muscle contraction. This is required for the muscle contraction. Right? So mitochondria generates them. Next one, we are having the sarcoplasmic reticulum, which is storing the calcium ions here. Next one is the cytoplasm of, or the sarcoplasm here is going to contain what? Myofibrils. So let me show you these myofibrils, how they are present here. So for that, I'll share one of the slides, which will give you a detailed information regarding this children. So this is one of the muscle fiber. Okay, let me write this for you all. Give me a moment for that. So this whole structure that you're seeing down is going to be, this is a muscle fiber. It's a long muscle fiber. Okay, children. In the muscle fiber, there are many myofibrils. These all are going to be the myofibrils. Okay, and the outer plasma membrane is sarcolemma. They are having in between many mitochondria, as we have seen. They are having multinucleated. Here is one of the nucleus. Here is one of the nucleus. And you can see that our muscle fiber is striated, right? Because this is a skeletal muscle having myofibril, so it is striated. Why are these striations? Because these dark red colored bands are being called as A bands, which is being called as a thick filament. We call this as thick filament. Okay, children. And we have a light bands, these light baby pink light bands. So these light bands are made up of what? These are going to be made up of thick ones are being, the dark bands are the thick filaments, and these are the thin filaments. Okay. So due to which your skeletal muscle fiber looks striated. So it's a striated muscle fiber. Okay, children. So inside a muscle fiber, what are present? Bundles. As you can see, there are multiple numbers. See, as you can see here, these are all the multiple myofibrils present in the cytoplasm of your muscle fiber. So if you look at one single muscle fiber, you can see many of the proteins. I'm making a special video for that, children, so that it will give you a detailed internal structure of the myofibril. Okay, so you can, I think, see the different zones in the myofibril that we learn in the other video, but I wanted you to learn about the muscle fiber cell. As you could see now on the screen was this. So let me see. Yeah, here is one of the muscle fiber. This is one muscle fiber, and this one muscle fiber is going to have the perimysium, right? And the plasma membrane is sarcoplasm or sarcolemma, sorry, sarcolemma. And these all the red colored structures are the myofibrils. And above the myofibrils in the cytoplasm, you're seeing the sarcoplasmic reticulum, lots of mitochondria. There are many nuclei here. Okay, these are the ones. Now let me show you another structure which is being called as T-tubule. Now that is important because action potential passes down to the sarcoplasmic reticulum through these T-tubules only. So children, you can see these yellow colored long transverse tubules which are being called as T tubules. So this is sarcoplasmic reticulum. This is sarcoplasmic reticulum. In between, you are able to see a T tubule. Once the action potentials pass to the T tubules, then what happens is the calcium from the sarcoplasmic reticulum are going to be released out, which will be used by the troponin in order to have a muscle contraction. Did you understand, children? So this is very important. These are being called as T tubules down through which the action potential passes, and this gives an indication to the reticulum to release the calcium, and this calcium will bind to the troponin of these particular myofibrils, enabling the muscle contraction. I hope you all have understood the muscle fiber structure. This will be helping you in understanding the contraction of the skeletal muscle. If you have liked this video and if this has helped you all, please do hit the like button, try to share my channel, subscribe, and do please comment in the comment section how this helped you. Thank you all. Thank you.